Hey friends, I just want to show you quickly how to color this image using a blender pen and your ink pads. The alcohol blends, Stampin' Blends, are a great option, but they tend to kind of saturate the color. And in this case, I want a really light color. So I'm going to show you. It happens I'm using two colors and I have a two-ended blender pen. So how good is that? All I'm going to do is pick up a little ink. There's a piece of paper here because I don't want this to be super dark. So I'm going to start by creating a little bit of a lighter tone, taking off some of the ink. And I'm going to start just working over these areas that already have the dots. As you can see, it's already kind of pre-shaded for you. So get that heavier ink application down first. And now you can see as I work a little more, the lighter colors of ink just fit right in those little spots where you just want it just a touch of color. Okay, it's time to add a little more. Work it off. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to come over on this side and just see. You can see this is much darker right now. But in just a moment, it's going to lighten up because I've taken the ink off. And now I can just go up around. You could probably just scribble back and forth across this, but I get anxious about the lines, the directional lines. Blender pens don't do that nearly as much as. All right, and if you want just a teeny tiny bit more, you can just add a little bit more color into certain spots where you think there might need to be a little bit more shadowing. Just a dab in there. Okay, so there's my red. You clean it off just by going back and forth. I'm not going to make you crazy about watching me clean the whole thing, but that's the deal. Okay, so now here we are with Old Olive. That was Sweet Sorbet. Here's Old Olive. I really want it to be soft. I just want a hint. I just don't want it to be white is what I don't want. So there we go. Down here. And now that I've got my hint of color, I'm going to lighten that off a little bit, and then I'm going to go in right underneath the edge here where you would normally have a shadow. Again, I'm going to work with the lines, but I'm also just going to kind of just deepen that color a little bit right there. You don't want to work the blender pen too hard because you will kind of rough up your paper. So if you are trying to add color, one thing you can do is just kind of dab, a little dab instead of stroke. And there you have it. There's your colored flower.